Hello and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we discuss on some interesting updates. We start with Ivan Fresneda as Chelsea are reportedly best placed to sign the 15 million euro rated Barca transfer target. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about former Barcelona flop Felipe Coutinho, who now plays for Aston Villa, as it has been reported that Barca could receive financial boost as Saudi Qatari clubs look to sign Felipe Coutinho. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Over the past 24 hours or so, there has been some significant developments with regards to Barca's pursuit of a right back. Barca had been looking at Joao Cancelo and Ivan Fresneda as their options and appear to be inching closer and closer to the capture of the former, but there are still a need to resolve the fair play issue. As such, there are doubts creeping in about whether they will persist with the pursuit of Ivan Fresneda, even though it has been suggested that the club would be open to signing him and immediately loaning him out. So now, Sergi Soler of Mundo Deportivo is reporting that Fresneda has been patiently waiting for Barca to make a move, but with things moving on the Cancelo front, he wants to know whether Barca will sign him or not. The 18-year-old right back wants to learn by the start of the next about where Barca stand so that he can explore other opportunities. As such, the report states that Chelsea are currently best placed to sign the Spaniard whose market value stands at 15 million euros. The Premier League heavyweight interest came to light on Friday and they plan to sign him and loan him out immediately. As per the report, a formula that would be willing to accept at Barca as well. Fresneda has already rejected advances from Atletico Madrid and has waited for Barca for a long time, but does not wish to delay any longer as he could miss out on a big move and end up staying in the Segunda División. So unless Barca decide to act immediately, Chelsea appear to be the frontrunners to secure the signing of Fresneda. Even Fresneda has long been linked with Barca, as we all know that, but there have never been a general consensus as to the player signing, as Deco, the new sporting director, has been the only one, has been the only one that have been pushing for the move. But Xavi and Hernandez have never been a big fan of the player, as Xavi's top choice have always been Joao Cancelo. And with this report talking about the player being waiting so patiently and nothing coming out from Barca's interest, it doesn't come as so much of a surprise. And of course, when we look at the recent reports talking about Cancelo signing for Barca looking more realistic now, I don't think Fresneda will make it. We even got some reports the other day saying that Barca are almost ruling out completely the purchase for all the chase or the pursuit for Fresneda. And I think the player, for his own good, waiting for Barca will be a waste of time because at the end of the day, there is not so much time left for the transfer window, and he can end up staying at Valladolid playing for second division, which the player does not want that. Now this report claiming that Chelsea have entered the race for the right back, I think he could likely consider the move for Chelsea rather than waiting for Barca where there is still no general consensus as to the player signing, apart from Deco being a great admirer of him. So as it stands right now, Barca are focused on Man City right back Joao Cancelo, who looks like the player heading to Barca before the summer comes to an end. Fresneda is a good player, just 18 years old, and for Deco's own argument, he was saying that if Barca are trying to do a transition, why not going for this 18-year-old promising talents who has a lot of years left to play? Joao Cancelo is already 29 years old, will be 30 years old very soon. And of course, Deco have never been a fan of that. Not like Joao Cancelo does not have the talent, he's one of the best right backs out there. But the fact that age-wise, talking about where Barca are going to, we are trying to do transition, we are trying to integrate younger players to make the future good. But Xavi does not see it in the same way, as Xavi have always been putting Joao Cancelo at the top of his wish list. And if reports are to be believed, a move for the City right back will come to fruition before the window comes to a close. You know, so for Fresneda, I think from the look of things, there is no promising sign that Fresneda will be a Barca player. Because to be honest, it still baffles me that for 2 months or so, ever since the summer window started, Barca have been linked with Fresneda. Keep talking about Fresneda every single time, but there's no action. And that is some of the things that make some of the Barca fans feel so disappointed the way the club runs a business. When we look at other clubs out there, I don't think there's any club out there that keep talking about a particular player or a particular target like how Barca does. Because at the end of the day, it makes no sense. Because majority of them, when we keep talking about them for months and months, we lose out on them. One top club who have the money just come and hijack them and go away. Which means Barca are there to advertise a player that he's good, and one club who are financially stable than us just come and hijack. And it makes it even more disheartening. We saw the likes of Neymar, where Barca keep talking about Neymar for a long time, but at the end, did we finally sign him? We did it. The same as Marcelo Brozovic. Did we sign him? We did it. But we keep talking about those players as if we are well most certain that we are the ones to sign them. So for Fresneda's case, I don't think that I think that's exactly what is going to happen as well. Then on to the final story of discussion. It goes without saying that Philippe Coutinho was one of the biggest transfer blunders made by Barca in their history. The Brazilian was brought in from Liverpool for a fee of 160 million euros, but ended up flopping big time. And after loan spells away at Bayern and Aston Villa, he joined Aston Villa on a permanent transfer last year. As part of the deal, Barca reserved a 50% sell-on fee from any future transfer, and they could be about to reap that benefit of the same soon. Indeed, as per reports from Sport, Coutinho is attracting serious interest from clubs in Qatar, while there have been approaches for him from Saudi Arabia as well. And with Aston Villa very much keen on offloading the player, a transfer could well materialize in the coming weeks. There has been talk of a potential loan deal, but the Premier League club are pushing to offload him permanently and close the book on the chapter. So, and Barcelona are understood to be keeping a very close watch on the developments surrounding Coutinho and his potential exit. Saudi Arabia have been big moves in the transfer market this summer, having made several big name signings already, and one would not put it past them to sign Coutinho as well. At the same time, though, the club in Qatar are also interested in Coutinho, whose time in Europe seems to be nearing an end. So, guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.